just see here and make sure that we're going live everywhere. Shortly. I'm just going to wait for it to go live on Facebook and then I'll be like, yes, baby. So we're live on, what's this thing called again? YouTube. Oh, and we're going live on Facebook. Right. Let's do it, baby. Oh, look at that, boys. It's episode 56.
No way.
And I was thinking, geez,
Wow.
before we know it, we'll be at 100. But I was actually trying to work out when would our 100th episode be.
So did you realize that it's been 450 days approximately, right, since we started?
Probably, yeah.
450
Yeah, but we don't do this
days.
every day.
No. We don't do this every day, but like since we had the first episode, it was about 450 days. I mean, can you imagine?
Not bad, dude.
It's pretty impressive.
Oh, well, I think our first episode, which was 0.1, was actually in like November the year before.
Yeah.
So 2019, eh?
Yeah, it could be even longer.
Yeah, so it could be longer, yeah. Anyway, here we are.
That reminds me.
Yes.
There's a guy who's got a record for Disneyland. He goes to Disneyland every day, right? And it started off with these are unemployed guys. I don't know where they get their money from. But it was
maybe live with
two
Disneyland.
guys going, well, why don't we just go to Disneyland every day for a year? So we can have consecutive visits. Because Disneyland offered something going, some promotion. So if you come with consecutive days, you get an extra, they're like, what's a consecutive day? It's got to be, to entitle, you've got to be there for a year before you can say it's consecutive days. So they're set out to go to Disneyland every day for a year.
Wow.
Eventually, the mate dropped off after 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
But
Couldn't
the
take it
guy-
anymore.
There's only so much teapotting you can do.
Yeah, those
But
teapots,
the
dude.
guy carried on
Yeah.
and on. It went past the year.
That's dedication.
And it was something like, I forget the numbers. It was something like 2,000 odd days.
What?
You know,
2,000 odd days?
No,
That's
it
years.
can't be that
man.
much. But it was a long time.
But I mean, was this obviously
over a year.
pre-COVID, right? Pre-COVID.
Yeah.
I
And
wonder-
the only reason he stopped was because the park closed because of COVID.
But
So
then
they're
does that
asking
mean
him
that
now-
it pauses? Does it mean that it pauses?
They're asking him now, going, well, when we reopen, are you going back every day like you were? And you were like, no, what's the point? I was trying to do consecutive days.
Yeah.
But
He's
technically, like, he could still get it because it's like it doesn't count if the park is closed, right? It's like
Yeah, exactly.
but
That's
it's
what I
per
said. It's
day.
like paused.
it's like paused, like membership frozen.
But for him,
Fine,
it's not
he's paused.
consecutive days.
Yeah.
Maybe for Disneyland, they can say it's consecutive because they paused his.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they should give him like a live membership type.
Yeah,
of
you
thing.
should
They
get
have.
like a
They've
lifetime
given him-
award.
I forget what the Mickey Mouse honors are. But
Mickey
there
Mouse
is like
honors.
a knighthood, the ultimate recognition of services
Yeah.
is the Order of Mouse.
So, I mean, you just touched on something. You say Mickey Mouse honors, right? I mean, it's not as like, what, has the guy got a Mickey Mouse degree or something? You know,
You
where
joke,
did that
they
saying come?
have.
No,
they,
but
they spend a lot of time on training there.
yeah, no, but what I'm saying is you can make a derogatory comment about someone's qualification and say, that's a Mickey Mouse qualification. What does that actually mean? If I say that, am I going to be cancelled? Hey? If so, oops, too late. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, we digress. Anyway, dude, how was your week?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll give it
I saw you quite active on the WhatsApp group during the week. You must have been had like a bit of a break there in the work schedule.
Coincidence.
Coincidence.
There was nothing. There's no.
Because
breaks in my
normally,
week.
if we post some stuff on the WhatsApp group, Lester only like responds on a Friday night.
Friday afternoon, yeah.
Yeah, Friday afternoon.
yeah.
But like he's engaging on Wednesday already. So I'm
Maybe I was wishing for Friday.
or maybe you got confused. You thought it was Friday already. Yeah. Anyway, how was your week?
Yeah, manic, same.
Manic.
I'm going to give it a 6. It's an average week.
Yeah. But the
Nothing-
weather has to be like making up for it, right? So like,
Right, we've had rain all week. It's sunny
Okay.
today.
Oh, really?
20 degrees today, I think.
Are you having a braai?
20 degrees.
Ons gaan braai.
Yeah.
20 degrees, dude.
20 degrees, yeah, and that's hot for them. No, I'm
Yeah.
joking.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. On average, on average that's a warm day in the UK. Right.
Sunshine, no rain, and a temperature in the 20s, everyone's happy. Everyone's suddenly
this is 20
happy.
degrees.
As soon as it clouds over and rains, people just get aggressive again.
Yeah.
So I mean, we're 20 degrees today as well,
All right, so
and
today,
we're like in the middle of winter.
21:13 is minimum.
That's hectic.
High UV on 21.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow's 21. Monday's 20. Tuesday 20. 19 on Wednesday. Thursday 20.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Next Saturday is 23. Woo! Get some.
You know what comes to mind? Like, you know that song, It's a Cold, Cold Summer?
Yeah. Yeah. Who was that by? Sing it again, because I couldn't identify the artist.
Yeah.
I
Just
think
Google
maybe
it,
it's the
yeah.
accent.
Cold summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so Mickey Mouse as a slang word, where did it come from? As it says substandard, poorly executed or organized. Like who's in charge of this Mickey Mouse operation? It's also marine slang, and he has a bit of a hint. It's also marine slang for anything that's stupid or senseless. But where do you think it came from? I'll give you a hint. It came from a movie.
You serious?
Yeah.
And it's not a Disney movie.
And it's definitely not a Disney movie.
Was it like Francis Ford
Pulp
Coppola
Fiction.
movie?
Okay, I'll put you out of your misery.
Go on.
It was used in the 1987 Stanley Kubrick film,
Full Metal Jacket.
Kubrick.
Full Metal Jacket.
Oh, the end.
I
They
wasn't,
sing the
I
song.
wasn't far off.
Anyway. Oh, okay, so there was some
Mickey Mouse,
useless information.
yes. You know
Useless
that end
information.
scene where they sing it, right?
Dude, like I watched that movie like 30 years ago.
Okay, I've watched it a lot of times. But basically,
Yeah.
they sing the Mickey Mouse song right at the end after they've taken this town after some conflict, and
Alright.
it's sunset, and they're all marching towards the river, victorious, and they sing the Mickey Mouse song.
I'm going to have to go watch
and
that.
It was a
Dude, it's
desolate
classic,
battlefield,
man.
you know, derelict buildings, and it's just carnage from tanks and explosions and fighting and all that. And it was filmed in London.
Oh, really?
You serious?
Yeah. So pretty much the same sort of area where the Olympic Stadium was built. The whole
Wow.
Docklands area, as it was in Victorian times, the biggest harbour in the world, was massive. It stretched for miles and miles. But during the war, it was massively bombed. So it just became this derelict area. They stopped. I mean, the shipping after the war just made half of the harbour close because it was just changing. And they never bothered to reinvest and rebuild it. So it became a movie set.
Wow, that's pretty clever. That's really clever.
Yeah. Because you think it's somewhere in Asia somewhere.
Yeah, yeah.
In the jungle.
Like, I would never think that that scene was actually filmed in London, ever.
No.
Yeah. Crazy.
It's also
How
very
was your week?
creative editing.
How was your week?
My week, I would give it like a 7. I had a really good week.
A 7.
A 7, yeah.
Not too shabby,
how's-
Nigel.
Are you still keeping up the dipping in the pool every morning?
Every single morning except for today. Would you
What?
believe it? Every single morning except for
You
today.
failed at the
Well
last
done.
hurdle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like literally the 26th.
Look at your face, Adrian.
He feels relieved. He feels relieved every single morning except for today.
Yeah, but listen, my ace up the ace up my sleeve was where's the video?
Oh, right. Okay.
That was my backout plan if I needed
I had
it,
proof,
but
though. I had
I
proof.
didn't need my backout plan.
No, you still need your backup plan. You still need your backup plan.
So the bet is off then.
No,
So
no,
if
the
you
bet
wanna
is not
know
off. The bet is not off. We're still jumping.
So if you want to know how my week was, it was a 7 until this morning. It's now an 11.
So for
for
those many
every-
listeners that are tuning in who don't know the story,
Exactly.
the message is Andrew, who's got a thing about heights, agreed to bungee jump if Oleg went and dived in his pool every morning, the freezing cold pool, every morning for what? We did it for a
For a
month?
month. For a month.
For a month,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Got to so you did 25 days.
27 actually.
Oh, yeah, you
27
did-
because
did
I
you?
started last month.
He
I
started the
last
day
month, yeah.
before. Yeah. But again,
So no bungee jumping. All right.
No,
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 he still
but-
has to do it. Still has to do it, but like on his own terms.
on his own terms.
On his own terms.
My own terms is like,
What happened?
yeah, okay, let's not. I'm not going to say anything because otherwise I'm going to paint myself into a corner. Then I'll have to. But I must admit, I must tell you, when he sent that first video of him doing it, I literally that day I was like beside myself because I thought, what happens if this guy actually gets this right? Because I'm gonna have to. I started psyching myself up for it, but yes, dude, I was a nervous wreck. And even Becky said to me, "She's Dad, Oleg's really doing this." I'm like, close but no cigar, baby.
By the
This is
way,
the longest tune on record for you.
by the way, like I sort of thought it was gonna go this way, and I was just kidding. I did take it. I did swim in the pool. I actually have a video.
Oh, this morning.
Yeah.
Oh.
11 minus
All
12.
of a sudden, it's rather hot in here.
Okay, so how was your day?
Well, I don't know. Show me the video. Well, is that today?
That's today.
This guy's pulling my shorts, man. Okay, like no one else is going to be able to see this, but no, man, I don't see anyone swimming in there, dude. Looked like your dog was swimming.
Andrew, I'm
Yes.
sorry, dude. Sorry.
What?
I'm sorry, man.
What? Sorry, what?
Sorry, dude.
Of what?
I just saw like the happiness in your eyes when you're like, we thought that.
Well,
missed
dude,
the
I
day.
still need a video for every day during the month. That was the rule, dude. And the nice thing is we've
Lester,
got it
Lester.
recorded.
Lester, I'm making a booking. I'm making a booking for next weekend.
Yeah. Good luck with that. He's going on his own.
Coming with.
Producer Bex is going to have to record it.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
we do need somebody to record it. I mean,
No, dude. Geez, dude. I can't even talk about this without feeling ill. Anyway, let's move along before I pass out. So news in the week. It looks like South Africa's excelling when it comes to cryptocurrency scams. I mean, we had one last year and we had another one now recently this year.
I'm not
this
surprised.
week. Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Yeah. So, I mean, last year there was this whole thing with this
That's-
Mirror Trading International that expropriated some people's funds. And now this week there's another one called AfriCrypt, which was established in 2019. But earlier this year they said that they had been hacked in April. But it's looking like it was the guys themselves who were running the company that had taken the funds. But you know what I don't understand, right? They say that they were hacked and that money has been taken out of investors' wallets, right? How's that possible to be hacked? I mean, we've already spoken about stories about guys where they've lost their passwords and they can't get into their cryptocurrency accounts, and they're talking about millions of dollars that they've lost and whatever. But here, these guys say that they get hacked and the money goes out of people's wallets. How's that possible?
It depends on whether you have personal wallets or other types of wallets, because there are online wallets.
Well, think about it this
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
Crypto
So-
exchange is like a bank.
No, sorry.
Crypto exchange is like a bank.
Well, crypto exchange is like, I suppose, it's like the stock market.
Yeah, yeah,
It's like the stock market,
yeah.
right? But like Lester says, you can have so you can have a wallet address on an exchange, or
Yeah.
you can have another wallet which is not linked to an exchange,
Yeah.
and then you can have a
USB
hardware wallet,
device.
and then you can have a hardware device. But what I'm saying is that guys have lost access to, because I mean, even the online wallets, you need that key to open up your wallet to be able to get to your funds. How does that get hacked? But a guy that's got like, $1 million, a couple of $1 million in his wallet that he's lost the key for, and for the love of money, he can't get someone to help him crack it. But
You remember that the French police was selling off Bitcoin that they
Yes.
had seized.
yes,
And I mean, at the time, it was all very interesting because it was worth a lot, and there was a question mark around what they were going to do with the money.
yeah,
But again, if you seize a wallet, you still can't get into it. Like that guy in Germany who's got 10 attempts to open his wallet, and he's got to 9, and the police can't really force him to do anything else.
yeah, exactly.
So,
But,
so
in
how
the
did
French
the French police
case-
open those wallets to
Well,
to
I
get the
suppose
coin
in the
out?
French, they must have got the key to open up the wallet.
But I think that's maybe a hint as to how these guys have done it. How did
Yeah,
the
I
French
don't know.
guys
But
get
I
it?
mean, look,
Was it legit or did they hack it?
Okay, first of all, that's the thing is like that's why for me the alarm bells would go off to say if you had been hacked, right? That that it sounds suspicious, because it should be difficult to hack. And if you look at how these guys were set up, they said that first of all you had to deposit like normal money, like so government issued currency money into their accounts, and they would then purchase crypto assets on your behalf on the crypto asset exchanges, and then
Which they might have been and held on to them and just give you
well
a view
then
on.
that means that they would actually have access to the wallets because they created them on behalf of the customers.
I see.
Yeah. But talking about the hacking thing, and I mean, I'm assuming it's possible to hack these kind of things because there's a crypto marketplace which they call NiceHash, and basically what they do is they a broker for hash rate. So what they do is, so they're not like a mining pool, they're like a marketplace for people to purchase hash rate. And then, so you've got two people involved in the transaction. Is the person that's wanting to buy the hash rate and the people that are offering the hash rate. So the people offering the hash rate are the miners, and the guys that are using that are buying the hash rate are people obviously doing transactions and that kind of stuff. So NiceHash, well, okay, they've got their own pool, but what they're doing is you register your mining rig on there, and they then sell hash rate on your behalf, and then you earn the rewards from the mining less a percentage for NiceHash. But they got hacked about 2 years ago. I think in 2018 they got hacked, and it only came out in the last month that it was actually was it Chinese or Vietnamese hackers that actually had hacked in there. And what had happened was because NiceHash is actually a Russian company, and in the mining community, everyone suspected that it was NiceHash that had taken the money. Because what had happened was they had taken, they got hacked, coins got stolen, and then the company eventually paid back the coins, but they paid back the coins. But by now, the price of Bitcoin, no, sorry, what they did is they paid back the value in dollars, but not in coins. So when it was taken, let's say it was worth $1 million, when it got paid back to you, you got paid $1 million. But now, because the Bitcoin price was so high, the number of coins that you got was like a fifth of the coins that actually had gone missing. So they suspected that NiceHash were the people that were behind it, and they had stolen the money, and they had paid it back to you, but not in good faith, because they had paid you back the value and not the coins, and so on and so on. But it's actually come out I think in the last month, that it was actually hackers from Asia that had actually hacked into NiceHash and stolen the coins. So I suppose it is possible to hack, but anyway.
And yeah, it's got to be right. It, as hard as it might seem, there's still that little percentage of probability.
It's unlikely.
What, that it can get hacked?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Very unlikely.
Look, I mean,
Very
it
unlikely.
should
I
be.
mean, like,
Yeah, it's still very unlikely.
you know,
but
9 out of 10 times the simplest explanation is generally the one
Yeah,
that's closer to the
yeah.
truth.
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, but these guys definitely stole the money because now they've disappeared. You can't get them on their cell phones or
Or they
whatever.
dead and buried somewhere, and the story
No,
continues.
no. I mean, they didn't disappear somewhere. They basically jumped on the plane and went to the UK. So they're currently in the UK.
Where they would have been put in quarantine hotel,
So they.
so
It's a good point.
they are easy to find.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Good point. Good point. Yeah. Yeah. So
And I'm pretty sure, like, the British authorities, like, occasionally read the news and, like, know who arrived in their country.
yeah, I think they would have been on the
they know.
wires straight away.
I mean, it's like,
Interpol, that kind of shit. The sort of.
But
climbed on
okay,
there.
because cryptocurrency doesn't have that level of regulation,
Mm.
where's the crime?
Well, I suppose this is the. I suppose this is the problem. So it's a bit of a. It's like almost like a bittersweet kind of moment because cryptocurrency is the whole thing of it being decentralized, not controlled by anybody, so on, and not regulated and all that. Now these kind of incidences are forcing the financial regulators now to start stepping in, and that's just going to lock things down. Well, when I say unnecessarily, but I mean, yeah, unfortunately, these situations are creating that situation where they're going to have to start regulating these kind of things.
so it really all depends, right? So, for example's sake, if the transactions in crypto, right? So, for example's sake, if somebody purchases crypto was going from, let's say, US dollars to crypto, right? Then the US government would have, would actually, that transaction, illegal or legal, would be covered by the Dodd-Frank Act, I think. And the US government will have a jurisdiction in terms of prosecuting you for financial crimes, regardless where you are in the world. You could be like in Antarctica, they'll still get you.
Yeah, anything that's done in dollars,
Yeah.
and it can be anywhere in the
Yeah.
world.
So-
the US has got jurisdiction
So
over that,
if
right?
any of those investors like are based in the US, I can guarantee you their butts are done for.
Yeah,
This is where Caribbean islands are going to make a mint. The Caribbean dollar is the same value as the US dollar. They match the rates, but obviously it's a separate currency for parts of the Caribbean.
yeah,
So they could easily transact from real currency to crypto
yeah.
instead of using US dollars, which has a bit of a baggage to it.
But the thing is, I mean, the points are, I understand what your point is in the sense that converting dollars to cryptocurrency is, it's a thing that they've got control over. But once it's cryptocurrency, right?
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden they don't have jurisdiction anymore.
Yeah.
So like if you happen to earn more cryptocurrency, whichever way, via trading, by converting to another cryptocurrency that increases in value a lot quicker than the one that you converted from and whatever, they don't have control over that because they don't know, they don't see.
No. Just check this out. So, for example's sake, you're an investor based in the US.
Yes.
You take your hard-earned dollars and you basically invest in this crypto model, right?
Yes.
Right. Your
Yes.
money goes missing.
Yes.
What do you think is going to happen?
Nothing. At this point, nothing.
I don't think so.
No, well, no one has been prosecuted, from what I know, for any crime that had been committed by expropriating cryptocurrency. Hey,
Bitcoin.
what?
Like for example.
What's an example of that?
What? somebody getting prosecuted.
Yes.
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure there are people.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's because the moment that it goes into one of those cryptocurrency exchanges, right? Those guys don't have line of sight of what happens in there. It's not like a financial system where the whatever the body is there in the US can go to the bank, or like here in South Africa, they can go to the bank and ask for the records of the transactions from the bank. The bank has to are obliged to
Provide those records.
provide that information. Up until now, I mean, it's changing very quickly in the US, and it's going to change very quickly here in South Africa as well. But they don't have legal jurisdiction to do that, to get the records. So the exchange can say to them, sorry, we're not going to give you the records. And for that reason, Binance, which is a Chinese company, a Chinese crypto exchange, US citizens have been banned from operating on that because of that fact, because they don't have the authority to say to them, we need your records.
Yeah. And even if they do, they're not going to give it to them.
Well, yeah, and that's why US citizens in the US have been banned from trading on Binance. So they have to trade on crypto.com or Coinbase or something like that.
Yeah.
And because Coinbase and those things, they are US based.
US
So
based,
that means that the US now is starting to get the
IRS.
teeth to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Whereas with these other crypto exchanges that are sitting in Russia, China, and all that, they don't have jurisdiction.
By the way, like on this topic, I'm not sure if you saw the news, but did you see that China declared war on the crypto miners and crypto exchanges?
Oh yeah. So they've made crypto mining illegal. So there's been a hash rate drop on Bitcoin,
Like 90%.
Yeah, but
Wow.
what's happening is that all those guys are doing is they're just moving their rigs to other countries.
Iceland, here we come.
Some of them are moving them to the US. So in other words, US companies have bought those rigs from those Chinese companies and moving them to, and then some of them are moving them to surrounding countries around China. Yeah.
Interesting.
There were some videos that were knocking around on TikTok of them airlifting containers,
Would
crypto
like-
mining containers,
Wow.
and moving them out the country.
Wow.
Yeah. So I mean, there's a lot happening. I mean, here in South Africa, all of a sudden, SARS the other day, about 2 weeks ago, contacted the 3 cryptocurrency exchanges here in South Africa. One's Luno, I can't remember the names of the other ones, and asked them for information on their big cryptocurrency holders. So they're starting to clamp down on it.
No, they will come after those guys.
Yeah,
For sure.
but okay, but I mean, if you think about this, I mean, it's like almost going, like, you can understand that it's going to go this way, but it's also like, but there's also a level of control that these guys are not going to be able to get to. So, I mean, another development recently is that our banks here have stopped you being able to buy cryptocurrencies on exchanges outside of South Africa using your debit card or your credit card, right?
Yeah.
So I can't go to crypto.com, create an account there,
Yeah.
and then use my FNB debit card
I'm just making
or
it really
credit
hard.
card. Well, yeah, they've stopped it,
Mhm.
right? And the reason they're saying the reason for that was that crypto assets are not regulated in terms of the financial sector law in South Africa, and consequently, they are not in the position to take regulatory action, right?
But
So-
can't you still do it via PayPal?
Well, this is the thing. That's what I was going to say. I was going to
Yeah.
try. I was going
You
to. I
should
was
be
going to
able to
test
do
it.
it via PayPal.
I was going to test that, but then you know what the next thing is.
Yeah.
They're going to stop you allowing to use PayPal with your debit card,
Yeah, that
because I mean that's the next. That's
But
the
like-
next step.
but like PayPal can be used for like so many other things.
No, I know. No, but what I'm saying is,
Yeah.
for you to be able to get money into to use PayPal, you have to attach a a credit card or a debit
Yeah,
card.
yeah.
Okay, so I can buy stuff on Amazon and whatever using my PayPal account, and it's linked to my debit card or my credit card. No problem. Like you say, I can use PayPal to go and buy cryptocurrency on an exchange that's outside of South Africa, and I might be able to get away with it. All of a sudden, they're going to say, okay, now we are going to block. Because theoretically, ask yourself the question, because what they say here, South African banks, they say the existing regulation does not allow cross-border or foreign exchange transfers for the explicit purpose of purchasing crypto assets and so on. So effectively what they're saying is that if I can use PayPal, that means that they're monitoring my fund transfer between my bank account and PayPal, right? They have to be.
Yeah.
Right. If they then realize, okay, but now once I've done that, once I've put money in PayPal, or I use PayPal to pay for something and it automatically takes it from my South African bank account, they're going to say, oh, that's a loophole. So what do? They stop you using PayPal. That's the next step that's going to be, is that they're going to stop us using PayPal because some idiot went and bought cryptocurrency on his PayPal account. So that's what's going to happen. Yeah. And then that creates a problem for us normal people.
So do you think we messed up a good thing by talking about it live?
No. Trust me, I don't think we're the first or the last people to
we're not.
suggest using
I'd like to give us credit. Yeah.
For what?
For being pioneers on something.
Well, I think the worst thing is that we think we're pioneers, but like the other oaks are going, we thought of that a long time ago.
No, we're really doing it for the last month.
Yeah.
Talking about crypto wallets.
Yes.
In the news this week, what's his name? John McAfee? What's his name?
Yes.
John?
Yeah.
John
The
McAfee.
guy invented McAfee antivirus.
The titan of the industry.
Yeah. Well, he invented an unhackable crypto wallet, which was then hacked. It was like a red flag to the hackers.
What like
really
he hacked
unhackable?
it himself?
Oh, who knows this guy?
So why was he being extradited?
He never paid taxes.
He was a person of interest on a number of things, right? Yeah. So when his company got bought, he moved to Belize, and then suddenly after living there for a few years, his neighbor was found murdered, shot, and there was questions about that. And when they visited his house, he was there with a 17-year-old girl and an arsenal of weapons. And he was arrested, and they let him go, and they let him fly back to Miami. And I mean, there's loads and loads. Did you see that video that did the rounds, that he was taking the mickey out of his bad boy reputation?
Yes.
Yeah. It's come back this week because he has been found dead in Spain.
Yeah.
So you know what's an interesting thing about it?
Yeah, they think he owes 4.2 million in taxes. That's why he's been chased down.
So you know what's an interesting thing about it, right? So his death has been ruled a suicide. But what was interesting is that he generated still like a lot of controversy online in terms of a year ago, he actually tweeted saying like, if like something along the lines, and I don't remember exactly, but saying if found one day in my prison cell, committed suicide, just check under my right arm. And then he made a tattoo under his right arm saying whacked.
Whacked.
So like then he was making reference to the Epstein case. Then I've been Epsteined.
Epstein, yeah.
You know when you've been Epsteined.
Yeah. So if you guys get a chance, there's an interesting documentary online called Gringo, The Life of John McAfee. I have a watch. I found it so entertaining. I mean, the guy is absolutely nuts, but he's a pretty interesting character.
Well, he was.
He was an interesting character, yeah.
So I see he was in trouble with crypto for doing pump and dumps.
Yeah.
I'm sure Elon Musk is walking that tight line with pump and dump.
Talking about Elon Musk, it's his birthday today.
Oh my God!
Is it? Oh, Elon, happy birthday, man!
Yeah, happy birthday from all of us.
Don't forget your mate got you on the road to success.
Yeah, don't you want to airdrop us some crypto, please? Dogecoin would be fine, thanks.
Yeah, we're not fussy. I mean, if he wants to be generous, it's fine.
Yeah.
Or Tesla.
Tesla,
I'll
yeah.
settle for a Tesla.
Yeah, but that
Tesla.
could damage if it's dropped.
No, but we're in Andrew's house, so it's fine.
Yeah, but
Get it
we've
right
seen-
and land in the swimming pool.
Can you imagine? He's got a little rocket coming down to settle over your swimming pool.
Yeah, imagine land in my backyard. Oh, jeez. I mean, imagine that. Just while we're still in the crypto conversation, I mean, here's the thought that I had. Or maybe
Yeah.
I should keep this for offline.
Maybe you should make money off this.
Yeah. Like if it's an ingenious thought like the one that I came up with
it's
about
just,
using PayPal.
No, it's just the thought about what is the future of cryptocurrency under the threat of regulation.
The point of regulation for me is it only works if the whole world does it.
What
Certain
regulation?
countries will do it and others not.
Yeah.
And therefore, the exchanges will just move offshore to these other countries, and there'll be other ways of obtaining cryptocurrency. I
Yeah.
think the need for cryptocurrency hasn't gone away.
Yeah. But if
So
you
I
just
saw-
think about, okay, this is the only comments I'm going to make about it online. We can talk about it offline. Hey, nice pint glass, dude.
Yeah.
So remember, cryptocurrency is peer-to-peer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The only time that I need to use an exchange is to do what? Is to change from one currency to another currency.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the only thing that they can regulate. So in other words, they can say to Luno or crypto.com or Coinbase or whatever, they make them, the moment that they classify those crypto assets as financial assets, right? They then can regulate them. Okay. But if I'm going from one wallet to another wallet without changing the currency, in other words,
It's just
from
Bitcoin
Ethereum,
transaction. Yeah.
Ethereum to Bitcoin or Bitcoin to Ethereum
Yeah.
or whatever, how are they going to track that?
No, you can't.
Well, it's still
Okay.
it's still going to get logged in an exchange.
No, it won't.
Why
Not
not?
peer to peer. No, not because I'm not exchanging currency. So I can send crypto. I can
There
send
might be
Ethereum.
cryptocurrencies, though.
No, I can send Ethereum from my wallet to your wallet on the
Oh,
blockchain.
I see.
On
that
the
way,
blockchain,
Yeah.
without it going through an exchange,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah, you need the exchange would record anything that happens. So if you don't
Yeah.
go through an exchange,
yeah,
yeah, you're right.
and that's
I'm
all
just
I'm
going
going
to
to
go
say
off and
about
buy
it. Because
50
the
wallets and just keep moving stuff around.
Yeah, and the next thing we'll talk about it offline.
That's a huge
Yeah,
opportunity.
yeah.
Yeah, and
huge
I'll tell you.
opportunity.
Well, anyway, before I say too much.
Yeah. Elon, just please don't forget about my Tesla.
Yeah. Don't forget about Dogecoin airdrop into my wallet, please. It's direct. I
Hey
don't go
guys,
through an
you
exchange.
didn't even remember his birthday. I did. So
Yeah,
don't get your hopes up.
Thanks. Sir. We'll share with you. Okay.
And don't forget about Lester. He's part of the Three Musketeers.
Yeah.
Three
Okay.
amigos.
Three amigos. Electric car announcement.
What?
Electric car announcement.
Is there
What, this
a
week?
new?
Well, I've got some.
Talking about-
I've got an announcement to make. Okay,
Like, I
so
was thinking Andrew's buying an electric vehicle, but then I thought about it. The possibilities are slim.
yeah. I'm still uninspired, but you know what?
Hang on. After we went through all this hoo-ha about, and you said you didn't want to buy an electric car.
yes.
Okay, get on with your announcement.
No,
Let's see where this
no,
goes.
let's put it this way. I'm open to being converted. Put it that way, right? Right.
That's like talking you into doing a bungee jump.
Yeah, very much similar.
So it is.
like that, yeah.
It is
It
possible.
ain't gonna happen, but I'll pretend that it can.
This sounds like you were going on about being a petrol head and it didn't like the
Yeah.
electrics for whatever reason. We
No,
might
no, no.
redo that whole episode.
You,
No, no,
you,
no.
you know what I think? You know what I think the punchline is, right? And sorry,
What's
I'm
the
like
punchline?
I'm digressing, but like secretly maybe Andrew has been taking us on, and he's like a huge fan of heights. He's like going bungee jumping
Yeah,
every
but you've seen
weekend.
evidence, Oleg.
No. But like maybe it's a long-term plan, like like ingenious long-term plan to buy us into the whole thing that he's afraid of heights. Meantime, he actually loves it.
No, dude. You've seen firsthand me at heights.
But maybe that was a trick.
No,
it was a part of the
Good at acting. Yeah.
ingenious long-term strategy.
Yeah. If I could act that well, I wouldn't be sitting here right now.
So
Okay.
What's about electric?
Okay, so-
vehicle announcement?
Go on, the announcement.
So one of the things that we spoke about with electric cars is generally they make them look futuristic, and they do.
I don't like that whole thing.
No, I understand that. But what I'm saying is that they generally make them look a bit futuristic, and in some cases they get the design wrong, right?
Yeah.
It looks like it came out of an episode of The Jetsons or something,
Okay.
right? So I saw something during the week where there is a very, very normal looking car that is full electric. Okay. Any guesses what it is?
Tesla.
No. But a Tesla looks a bit futuristic.
No, it looks normal.
Well, I mean,
looks like a
it
normal
doesn't look like but it doesn't look like a normal car. It looks a bit sporty. It's got some.
It's a normal car, dude.
No, but I mean, okay. What would you compare in terms of looks? What would you compare a Tesla to?
A Tesla 3, I would compare it to like Honda Civic,
A Honda Civic.
Yeah. The new Honda. Tesla Model 3, yeah.
Well, I mean, a lot of the electric
I mean, it
sedans
looks-
are starting to look the
No, what
same.
I'm saying is it looks sporty, right? It's
Or
not like it doesn't look like a.
From this angle, it really looks like a Mazda 3 Roadster.
Okay, no. I'll give you that.
Like from
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
angle, in
Yeah,
terms
sure.
of this picture. It's like if you could take out the logo, right, and put like a Mazda logo on there,
Yeah,
like it looks like a Mazda.
fair enough. I'll give you that. Okay.
Okay, what's the announcement?
Okay.
Before I fall
So
off the edge
did
of
you
my
know
chair.
that you can buy a full electric Mini
No, I didn't.
I
And
saw
it's-
one this morning.
and it's available in South Africa
No, I didn't.
now?
You serious?
One part next.
I've
One
like-
almost ran me over this morning.
I did it. Did you have your headphones on? No.
No,
I was walking my dog and
I was just getting out the car in a car park where I take my
Yeah.
dog for a walk, and the only thing I heard was this distant radio. Car radio was saying it's a convertible,
Yeah.
so she had the roof down,
uh-huh.
and I could hear a car radio. I did not hear the car.
Wow, that's freaky. That's freaky.
Oh, that's funny.
But the Mini that you're talking about, is it a convertible?
No, it's a normal. Looks like a normal Mini.
Okay, not like
Three-door.
Mini Clubman or
No.
whatever.
Looks
Just
like a normal Mini.
So
That could actually work, right? Like that could actually work.
Right.
But
so
is
here's
is it
yeah.
full all-wheel drive?
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
Well, I tell you what, we'll find out we'll go find out when we test drive it.
it's a deal.
So I popped into Mini yesterday
No way.
to go and
No.
check whether
No
they
way.
had one.
Yeah.
To check whether they had one to test drive,
Yeah.
and they do. Right.
Wow.
So I've made an arrangement with the guy that we're going to set up something, and we're going to pull in there, and we're going to do a little bit of video content, and we're going to test drive the
That
all
is-
electric Mini.
That is awesome.
Absolutely. So he says he's going to talk to his manager on Monday, and he'll get back to me
That is so cool.
to set it up. He said obviously with the whole COVID thing, he wanted to give me a test drive today. And I said to him, well, no, look, I want to set this up. We do a bit of video and all that kind of stuff. And he said,
Yeah, yeah.
okay. But the reason why he needed, he just said that because obviously with the COVID third wave and all that, they've got to sanitize the car before they can
Yeah.
let us
Plus
test
we
drive
wear,
it.
we wear masks and gloves and
Yeah,
everything.
I mean, it's not ideal because we'll, if we're videoing content, we're going to be wearing masks and all that kind of stuff. But what I'm going to do is I will...
I'm willing to wear a full hazmat suit.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, so that's the announcement. The announcement is that I'm organizing for us to go do a test drive of the all-electric Mini.
I just did a search on it, and
Yes.
the first thing that came up was you can buy a red Mini Cooper electric from Smith's Toys for £150. It's a little ride-on, sit-on thing.
Not exactly the one we're going to be test driving.
Maybe,
Actually, I
maybe
quite
it is
actually-
the one.
No, it's not. I saw it
thing I
in.
like about-
I've touched the electric car, dude.
The thing I
I'll
like
wash my
about
hands
this
first
electric
and afterwards.
is that they haven't gone like others and made it look futuristic.
No,
The
but
only
that's
thing
my
they've
point.
done is they've added some extra color to the grill.
Well,
different
and also they got.
Does it look different too, like a normal?
No,
Mini?
it looks like
It looks almost the
it
same.
looks exactly. Here it is. There it is. The only thing that you can really see that looks a bit funky has got these
These
interesting
specific rims, yeah.
rims,
But
yeah.
it looks the same, and
But you
like
can
it-
change them. You can change those rims. But
that looks like a mini Clubman, or is it like a
no,
normal?
no, it's a
Mini?
normal 3-door Mini. There, looks like there.
That is so cool, man.
That's what it looks like. There, that's what it looks like. Looks like a normal Mini. It's even got the air
Grill.
intake.
Why?
Well, because exactly. Because normally they would have this for the turbo, I think.
Yeah, they would have it for the turbo. Why would
Yeah.
you have it like on an
No,
electric vehicle?
But that's my point. They're making it look exactly like
A normal
like a
Mini.
normal Mini. And can I be honest with you? All of a sudden, I'm saying, that actually wouldn't be a bad car to have.
Wait, so what? Sorry, when is the test drive?
I don't know. I'm going to wait for the guy to get back to me on Monday, and then I'm going to try and set it up. Obviously, I just want to, get the timing right so we can do a bit of video content around it.
You know
and
what I
go
love?
over-
It's
go
like
over-
I love that whole round display and how they integrate
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Like I think that looks super cool. And even the rims is like something I can live with. It's like it looks cool. It
Yeah.
looks futuristic.
It's pretty damn nice, I have to be honest with you.
And it's simple, it's like something that you want to have. It's like
Yeah.
simple.
There's only one problem. What do you think would
There's
be
not
the
a lot of
problem?
space for
The
batteries. on this.
price.
What's
the
the
price.
range?
What's the price?
The price.
What is the price?
The price. So the range is something like 350 Ks.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
And the price?
Well, what would you pay for this?
Well, look, the BMW i3 goes to about 600,000 rand plus, right? So this would be like most likely in the same range. Although I think the BMW i3 has got more tech in it.
Okay.
But it looks, so like 600.
750.
That is insane, though. This is why it's so expensive, dude.
Yeah, I don't know.
That one from Smith's Toys is suddenly looking good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's the deal.
700,000.
Yeah. So I think
750,000.
yes.
No.
Do I have to say it again?
Why?
But that's the but even yeah, I don't know. So okay, this is the thing. When I looked on the website, it said it was starting at 650 or something. Where's the models and options? I did find the price here. Where are the prices? Anyway, on the website, I think it said like it started at like 600 and something. But when I went to go have a look at the one that was on the floor at BMW, well, at Mini, it was 750. The one that they had on the one that they had on the floor. Yeah.
It just takes you back.
Yeah, I'm sure I found the price on the website here somewhere. Models and options it's not really taking me there. Anyway, so I don't know. But yeah, so that's the deal. But I'm like all of a sudden I'm like, that actually wouldn't be a bad option.
No, dude, but like for 750K. I'm sorry,
Well,
man. I'm like,
okay, so let's see if what other car manufacturers got full electric cars in here? BMW.
BMW,
Okay, so let's say BMW i3. I know we have looked at this
Nissan Leaf.
before.
Nissan Leaf.
For limited time only.
Nissan.
Okay, I'll have a look now.
I think it's on the Nissan.
Browse and buy. View offer. Okay, let's see what this offer is. Come on, just give me the flippin'.
So there's 4 options, but all of them
we'll
have.
We'll just go for the. See, like now, I don't know. I mean, it's just like too futuristic for me. You know what I mean? The i3. I'm not a fan of the style.
So I could live with the whole shape of the body. It's
Yeah.
just, you know what freaks me out?
Yeah.
Is that like the rims on the i3 are like literally like the size of my motorbike wheels. They're very thin.
Oh, you mean like they look like Maury biscuit wheels?
They'll look like Mario Biscuit
Yeah,
wheels.
yeah.
That would like freak me out. That freaks me out every single time I see it. It was like, oh no, it's gonna just collapse on
Yeah.
itself.
Yeah,
You know?
as soon as you touch the curb, it's gonna go.
Jeez, why do they make it so difficult to find the bloody price on this thing? I mean, I don't see. Mother fluffer. Anyway.
Because you got to add all your options to configure.
No, well,
a
they say here view offer, and I'm on the i3 thing, and here's the offer. I don't see any. Okay, let's say browse and buy. I don't know.
And it just goes directly to a credit card. 650K. Boom.
Yeah. Okay, what's
Thank you for your purchase.
okay? Let's
You
just
come
go
around
price
again.
list and brochure. Fuck. Browse and buy again. Dude, why do they make this so difficult?
That
Oh,
is
here's
weird.
the, yeah. Oh, there it was.
It was
Right
on.
there. Mother fluffer.
Okay, I'm shocked. So I was
Yes.
thinking that the i3 was in the range of 650K, but it turns out that the i3 is actually
850.
850.
850.
That is insanity.
And that's the base model, eh?
Is that the base model?
I think so. Yep.
So they go up to 900.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Close to $1 million.
That's crazy for like a very basic electric vehicle.
All of a sudden, buying a Land Cruiser doesn't seem so expensive. I mean, okay, so you're going to pay 850,000
But
rand
that
for
doesn't
that.
make sense. It doesn't make sense. Like the whole thing. Why is it so expensive?
I don't know. All of a sudden, a combustion engine car is not looking so bad. Eh?
Like for that amount of
Um,
money, you can get like Mini Cooper Works or BMW 3 Series, easy.
Oh yeah, yeah, exactly. So let's just see. What did we say? Nissan Leaf, eh? Right.
It should be like everyday man's car, so it should be fairly cheap. There's nothing special about it.
The problem with these kind of things is, it's like any adoption of new technology.
Yeah,
It's like when the new fancy TV comes out, like you're paying 60 grand for this thing, and it just doesn't.
5
It
years
just
later.
boggles your mind.
it's
Then
like
5 years later, you can pick the thing up for like 20
10.
or 15 or whatever. Yeah, absolutely. So I think it's when more people,
Yeah.
it's volume.
Even like,
Mm.
is it even there?
Yeah.
No. Scroll down.
No.
There's nothing.
No.
That is crazy.
All vehicles. I don't see.
No, that's not there. It's not there.
Yeah. Why not? Have
That's a
they
good question.
have they canned it? Huh.
What's the exchange rate at the moment?
14.5 or 14.
To
I
the
think.
to the
Dollar.
US?
What's
Yeah.
it to the pound? What's it in real
Uh,
money?
That's funny. That's funny.
So like probably 20 something, 22. Oh, 1965.
1965.
Yeah.
I'll just call it 20.
It sounds like a
1965.
movie.
Yeah, exactly.
So I
so-
can get one in the UK for 520,000 rand. A mini.
Which one? A mini
Well, the
electric.
basic, the very the electric basic,
For how much? 5?
520.
That's like what, like 30% cheaper?
Yeah.
It's no 25%
So
cheaper
I
on the dot.
suspect then you're paying for all this import duty, the shipping and importation.
But that's 25%. That's crazy. That's just like robbery.
Mm.
Welcome to Africa, man.
How much is the Nissan Leaf in UK? Because I know you guys have some Leafs.
Yeah, but nobody buys them.
No trees either. Okay, let's see what's currently available in South Africa from an electric. Oh, you can get an electric Jag
Yeah,
An electric
that's what I'm
Porsche.
after.
and an electric BMW.
So no leaf. Because I remember Nissan was trying to.
Yeah,
market
well,
them.
they were. I have seen some leaves around. Leaves
well,
around.
It's winter. There's a lot of leaves around.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of leaves. So you can get the Jaguar I-Pace. We'll go check the price on that now. You can get the Porsche. I don't know how you spell that. Taycan. Taycan. And you can get the Mini Cooper SE. You can get the Audi e-tron. Oh, that's on the horizon. Then the iX3 is coming. And then the EQC, which is the Merc. And that's it.
So it's going to be like really like a mil, most likely in the mil range, all of them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Thing is,
Okay,
you might as well
so-
just get a Tesla then, surely.
Yeah, I'll just get a Tesla.
No, but the
too.
problem is you can't even buy a Tesla here.
Well, eventually you'll be able to.
Well, they've been saying that for a long time, and they just haven't pulled the trigger on that. Because I think, remember that guy that owns the company that imports Tesla's Powerwall
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah.
He got a Tesla.
He got imported.
a Tesla.
He imported the Tesla from
Tesla.
the UK, actually.
Yeah. So, I mean, do you think that he would then try and maybe get the agency to bring Tesla
for
cars
sure,
into the car,
for sure.
into South Africa?
Yep.
So, okay, let's see. Let's do this. Let's see. Okay, so we know the Mini. We know what the i3 is. Let's check what the what was it? The Jaguar
It's going to be over mil.
I-Pace.
It's most likely going to be over mil.
Price
Oh,
in
yeah.
South Africa.
A ridiculous amount of money.
Yeah, well, let's just see. I see Volvo is also looking at bringing it, but they didn't say Volvo. Yeah, SUVs for sale in South Africa. Let's go to jaguar.co.za.
And
Okay.
spend the next 15 minutes searching for the price.
Yeah, because it says, yeah, offers. And then, okay, thank you very much.
Thanks, Jag, for not wasting our time.
Right?
So what are we looking at?
1.1.
I told you, dude.
Yeah.
It's like the cheapest configuration.
And yeah.
How can we help?
Drop your prices.
Wow.
Okay, so what was the other one? The Porsche Taycan.
Taycan, yeah. Like from the picture, it does look like Tesla.
What, the Taycan?
Taycan, yeah.
Yeah.
So I can get a Jaguar I-Pace for just under 1.3 million rand.
So it's actually cheaper in South Africa.
Yeah, it's give or take a couple of hundred.
But would you care about like
Max speed is 124 miles per hour. That must be governed.
It is governed for sure.
Jeez, can you imagine? There's going to be a whole industry around chipping these things.
Yeah.
Okay, so how much is the Porsche Taycan going to cost in South Africa? Okay, but that was last year. Let's just check. Let's go to Porsche.
While you're doing that, should I give you a Trumpism?
Yeah,
Please,
please.
please,
Hit us with your best one, dude.
We do need a
A little
Trumpism
pick me
today.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll pick me up.
So, on Trump's rally to get support, he was doing a speech in Pennsylvania, and the words from his the words that were taken down were, this is Trump speaking. I was a good builder. I built good. I love building. Vote for me.
You serious?
I love building. What is he, Bob
I
the
was
Builder
a
now?
good builder. I built good. I love building. It sounds like
Yeah.
he's not that English.
No.
What's the other one you had?
But like hypothetically speaking, right? Like maybe he was just really good at pitching to a certain audience, you know. It's like, you know, when you're doing a presentation for like certain audience who's like completely non-technical, you wouldn't overload them with the technical jungle. You know,
I think
jargon.
he could do a bit more than he's done there, though. I mean, we want you to run one of the most powerful countries in the world. Convince us you're the guy. I was a good builder. I build good. I love building.
So what you do is you say, here's the keys to the nuclear arsenal of the biggest superpower.
You He's our guy. Yeah, absolutely. There's a Twitter tweet. What the hell is going on with global warming? The planet is freezing. The ice is building. And the global warming scientists are stuck. A total con job. Twitter at 7:34 in the morning.
Yeah.
That was.
I'm actually just commenting on the prices of the Porsche Taycan. It's just
How much should you pay for a Porsche Taycan without googling it, dude?
Me?
yeah.
Yeah, like what's
it's probably around the 2 million mark, right?
Yeah, 2.5.
2.5, yeah. 2.5.
2.5. I don't even like that.
That's for the base model, hey?
Yeah.
And the top model is 3.7.
The base model doesn't even come with a key, man.
Yeah.
When
It
you use
doesn't
your
retina
phone.
scanner.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. So they've got this thing which is called the Porsche, which is the Taycan. No, that's the Gran Turismo. They got a turbo.
But that's a conventional turbo engine, right?
No, well, I don't know. I thought the Taycan was supposed to be electric, but
No, they have different
hybrid.
options.
okay. Soul electrified. I mean, what is the turbo version? Do they have a?
It's most likely a small
Combustion-
electric motor with like.
Yeah, because remember they've got the other one, which is the 918, which
Yeah.
is the hybrid. And the Taycan, I thought was going to be the full electric. But I see they've got this thing which is
look,
the turbo.
If you go up, go
Yeah.
to the range. Go to the range. Like it has to be
300.
electric. Can't be like
No, exactly.
unless
No, but
it's
what
packing
I'm
like a
trying to
12
work out
liter, 12
what
liter
is-
engine
Okay, what is this?
and a 50 liter tank. You know,
You see, they don't give you very much
information.
information on the car. So this is what I don't understand. You can't get any specs on the car, but you can buy them in South Africa.
Look, but let's just face it. Like at these price ranges, regardless whether we're talking about like a Mini or a i3,
Oh,
right? It's like nobody's buying them in huge
Concept.
quantities anytime soon because I mean that's just ridiculous. Like you'd expect the electric vehicle, like in Europe and US, to be at least price competitive with gasoline vehicles, right? Lester, are you sleeping?
Yeah, you look
No, I
like
was
you
just
had
looking
a.
at something.
Like you looked like you dozed off there for a
Yeah.
second.
No.
Okay.
What was your
No.
question?
Yeah, try that again.
But like your situation, right? Like, would you buy an electric vehicle? Like because
Well, I
like
think
at
it's the
least
same for everybody. It depends on the price range, right? They've got to be affordable. Everybody wants to be greener. And sometimes there's legislation pushing it, like they have in Amsterdam. You have
Yeah.
to get green or get on a bicycle. But I think everybody wants to be greener, but it's just not. It's not that cheap. And,
But, like-
there's no confidence in the second-hand market on that stuff either.
okay. So would you say
I
in
think it's
UK?
going to evolve.
Would you say in UK it's still like overpriced? Electric vehicles are overpriced.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, for most people, you've got other expenses in life, and your car is an expense. And yes, as much as you want to be green, it's got to get cheaper. It's got to be practical.
Yeah.
It's not just buying the electric car. You've got to buy get your house ready to be able to charge the car. That's
Yeah.
another cost. And if you're living in urban areas, you don't always have the same parking. You don't have a parking. You share street parking. So
That's true.
there's other impracticalities as well.
That's
So-
actually very true. Like what you mentioned in terms of like a lot of areas in UK, you don't have your own parking to basically
Yeah.
put a charger into. You end up parking your car on the street, and then it's like
That's
where do you
actually a very
charge it?
good point. That's
Yeah, like where do you charge
Very
it?
good
It's a
point.
really good point.
Mm.
I think most places in Europe are like that, where like you'd actually park your car like a block away from your flat or your
Mm.
apartment.
Yeah, and this is when we're going to expect shopping malls and other parking areas to be, every parking space needs to have a charging point because
Yeah.
people can't charge at home.
But that's a massive infrastructure buildup. Like
Well, think about it. If you're going to, like Tesla did a few years back, they went and they populated London streets with charging stations. And that is a massive infrastructure. And you've got to dig up urban areas to get all this infrastructure in place.
Yeah.
It's just easier to do it at a at a mall's parking lot.
Yeah, for sure. No doubt.
Sorry, I was looking at the COVID stats at the moment, which I haven't looked at for a while.
It's not looking good in our province.
Well, I mean, we're seeing a lot of cases. So we had 15,000 new cases yesterday. I was looking at the South Africa UK numbers are pretty much the same. And the reason I was doing
in spite of vaccinations.
No, but
our
you need
death
to-
rate's down. This is about people testing positive, right? So it's in the, what did we have yesterday? 15,000.
So what you're saying is that
SA of
is
18,000.
that like we're going with the notion is that look, it doesn't matter whether you're vaccinated or not, you can still get COVID. It's just you're not going to die from it.
No. But just remember that, like, despite the numbers being similar, UK population is much bigger than South Africa.
It's not.
No,
It's not.
I'm pretty sure it is.
We've Googled this before.
No,
on
I
the
think
thing.
I think UK is sitting on like 70, 80 mil.
I think there was like
it was close.
8 million difference.
Yeah, it was very close.
And
South
South
remember,
Africa's-
68.
no. And South Africa's sitting on like 56. Just check.
no, we did this.
Well,
we did this.
after all the COVID deaths. Anyway, yeah, I was looking at that because the Lions
it?
tour
yeah,
is back.
58.
on.
yeah, but
58.
remember, in South Africa, that official.
No,
but,
don't tell me about unofficial. Like, let's just
no,
compare.
but the thing is, but
what
don't
do you
forget.
think in UK there's no unofficial
No,
immigrants
no.
from like
No, but-
Denmark and like Sweden and stuff.
You reckon?
For sure.
It's,
66.
yeah, there's
10 million.
yeah, it's 8 million.
Okay, 8 million, yeah.
8 million difference.
Isn't that what I said 8 minutes ago?
Yeah, exactly. No, that's because we've spoken about this before. But what I'm saying
So-
is it's not like their population isn't vastly larger than ours. And remember, our one is not that accurate anyway. So if people are going to the hospitals and saying that there are so many cases and whatever, the population number is incorrect in South Africa.
I'm pretty sure there's also like unofficial people in the UK.
Well, I don't think
From
as many.
neighbouring countries.
No, I don't think as many.
I mean,
Oh,
there's
no,
plenty of.
there are a few. Maybe not as many, but
A
yeah,
few,
there's
but
still
yeah.
it's not negligible.
Yeah.
But remember, you've
do
got-
Do you know how
but
easy it is
no,
to
but-
cross from from France to UK?
Yeah.
I mean, do you know how many French people are working in London?
But I mean, when people cross
just kidding,
into
just
the UK now, I mean, do they have to? There must be passport control or whatever.
Is there passport control?
But there was before Brexit, and there is after Brexit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, in
so
South
if you
Africa,
on the train
I
from
can
Paris
climb
to
over
London.
the bloody fence.
We'll also have passport
What
control.
fence? No. What
No,
the
okay, so
crocodile?
Eurostar, right?
in the river. Hey?
So Eurostar, which is the train that goes from London to Paris and back again, and
Yes.
Yeah.
and other parts of Europe. So yeah, if I'm coming back from Paris, I have my passport check done in Paris before I get on the train.
Yeah.
So you could just walk off like a normal train
Mm.
on the other side.
Yeah.
But they always slow down for the Channel Tunnel, and this is where people are hopping in and running down the tunnels. So there's that. The back of trucks, because pre-Brexit there was, it's such a massive logistical thing. There's so many trucks constantly going
So they
between the
used to
two.
just drive through.
So they as these trucks are slowing down to start boarding trains, they're just jumping on them into the back.
Yeah.
And we don't find everybody. Anyway,
Okay.
I'm just looking at the time.
I just want to
and I
make a
was gonna-
point. Yeah.
Oh, you're going to buy an electric car? You just
No. I just wanted to say
Gonna
this.
buy
This,
a Porsche
this,
Taycan.
this Porsche Taycan, you get a turbo version and a normal Taycan, and I was interested what's the turbo version.
Yes.
It's actually not a turbo. It's still fully electric. They've just put a badge on there that says turbo. It's obviously a lot faster, more power than the base model.
So it's a different configuration.
Yeah, so the base model has got 240 kilowatts. The turbo version's got 460.
That is insane.
Wow.
The overboost power with launch control on the Taycan is 300 kilowatts, and the turbo is 500 kilowatts.
It's most likely all-wheel drive as well.
And the 0 to 100 on the base is 5.4 seconds, and on the turbo is 3.2.
That is insane.
Ding. That's going to whip some ass, baby. Anyway, okay. I'm done Googling Porsches. Although, yeah. Yes. You were going to say
National days.
National Days.
Today is National Barcode Day. What? Yes,
Can I get
they
a
have
tattoo?
National Barcode
So what,
Day.
how do you celebrate? Get a tattoo?
You can have parties and dress up as barcodes if you so desire. But they recommend that you celebrate the day by acknowledging everything that has a barcode on it, looking at it, not just glossing over it, and really take it in. And it's something that's revolutionized our lives.
Yeah, that's actually true. Like, like by looking at the barcode, well, actually by looking at the number combination below the barcode, you can actually check where the item is made or came out of, like which country.
Yeah, because there's a international barcode registry.
Yeah.
Of which
Now, this is the
a lot
interesting
of
piece for
barcodes
me.
in South Africa aren't registered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's on this day. How many years ago was the first barcode scanned?
I would say about 20. About 20. Like
I was thinking 25,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would have to be more than 30.
30. Yeah.
No, because remember, there were barcodes when we were in school
You serious?
on items. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you're right. Whether they were used or not.
I would say 70s.
Wow, but that would make it like 50 years ago.
All right. So the answer,
80, early 80s, late 70s.
the first barcode was scanned, and it was a 10-pack of Wrigley's Juicy Fruit Gum at a supermarket in Troy, Ohio, called Marsh Supermarket. No way.
No way.
What a coincidence.
Drop the mic.
Yes, it was 1974.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really good. Like
Barcodes and other things.
you guys actually still remember stuff like
Yeah, so I don't know whether to respond or not because these youngsters of today, Lester. Yeah.
that is funny.
Thinking about dates, this is one that you might be interested in.
Mm.
On this day, the 26th of June, the first Grand Prix race was held.
When?
and
In
where?
1950, what? 19?
On
No, it has to be like 1930s.
No. No? Because they're on for 50 years now.
No.
Isn't it?
F1.
Yeah.
No, dude. I'm sure they've been going like in 40s and 30s.
Okay.
Was it called F1 at the start?
No, it was called Grand Prix. Something.
The
It
first
wasn't-
Grand Prix car race, because
Yes.
there are other Prix,
Yeah.
was held on this day on the Le Mans circuit in
Yeah, neat.
France,
Yeah.
Okay.
organized by the Automobile Club of France. Renault won it.
He's dragging this out. Give us the fucking date, dude.
1906.
1906.
Can you imagine? So I wasn't.
Well
far-
done. Well done. Well done.
away.
Well, I mean, yeah. We were all off.
No, but I was close. Like,
But like, okay, so that was really 1906.
yeah. It's been going for a long time, dude.
No, you're right. You're right.
Because I remember like hearing about the
Probably
Grand
like
Prix
3 cars
races.
in the race or something.
No. I remember about the
All
Grand
Renault.
Prix races and how dangerous it was like back then. Because
Yeah.
like then like every time every Grand Prix race, the driver or few drivers would have passed on due
So-
to crashes.
Yeah, so I
Those are the
mean,
days when they
so
stopped for
like you're saying,
cigarette
Formula
breaks and
One
everything.
Formula One has been going for longer, for over 100 years.
Yeah.
Shut a brick. As a Formula One fan, I'm shocked that I didn't know that.
Heritage, dude. Heritage.
Yeah,
There's some serious heritage behind F1.
Yeah, I was just thinking.
And Grand Prix in general.
1906. When was the first car frigging made?
I think
1890s.
1890s or something, maybe
Yeah.
even 1870s.
Okay, let's first First car.
Today is also another first day. In 19, well, okay.
Yeah,
The world's
1886.
first helicopter lifts off on this day.
Yeah.
When the helicopters invented. And I'll
When
give
were
you
they
was
invented?
invented.
Well,
by-
Michelangelo didn't
No,
he?
no, no, no.
he
It wasn't the first helicopter
Never
flight
took
in
off.
Russia.
Yeah.
The world's first practical helicopter lifts off on this day in a twin rotor Fokker-Wulf FW61
Yeah,
in Bremen, Germany.
in Germany. Okay.
Bremen.
None of the first prototypes. Oh no, I went. That's going to give it away. None of those planes. Sorry, none of those helicopters exist anymore. But there is a model in a museum. But the first
That is
helicopter was in 1936. That's pre-Second World War.
Yeah.
Yeah. And who was it made by?
The twin rotor Fokker-Wulf
Yeah.
FW61.
Mm.
It sounds like a Wolf and a Fokker getting together.
Yes. A wolf fucker. Eh?
No, two different guys. I don't know what their habits are, but they were definitely into aeronautics.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. So that was
There you
interesting.
go.
That's pretty
thank
cool.
you very much for enlightening us. I've learned some stuff about F1 and I've learned some stuff about helicopter
choppers. Yeah.
and also about
Oh, don't
electric
forget
cars.
it's barcode day. Barcode
And-
day.
And barcode.
You know,
Barcode
take the
day.
time, look at your barcodes, think about how it's revolutionized your life.
Okay, let's see here. First 2D barcode.
2D now. Oh, okay.
No, I'm just
Oh,
asking.
getting specific.
No, I'm just
Yeah.
interested. So the QR code, which is the 2D barcode.
Yeah. Matrix barcode.
Yeah, is a type of matrix or two-dimensional. Invents in 1994.
Yeah, that's about
Shit.
right.
Mm. It's pretty cool. I'm actually amazed that these are not used more.
Well, actually, they are, right? So, like, when I went to the, I remember when I went to one of the restaurants, right?
Yes.
A while back, right? So they didn't have a menu, right? You basically just scan the barcode,
Yes.
and the menu comes up on your cell phone.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is
It
why
basically gives you a link to the site and then,
Sure.
like, directs you directly to the menu.
Sure. But what I'm asking is why are these not used, say, like, for instance, on products as much as a normal barcode like that?
Yeah.
Is it only because you...
I think that's still a future. Like, for example's sake, there's going to be a time where you like pick an item, scan a barcode on your cell phone, and then just
Because
put it
not
in the
everybody's
tray.
got a barcode scanner on them, right? So you got to think the older generation, when they go
Oh, well,
shopping,
yeah.
they want to know
I suppose
nutritional
so.
information and how to cook
Yeah.
stuff, and all the information you have in the back of a food product
Mm.
is going to be in that one. So you just have a barcode in the future. But for
Yeah.
now, we have to make sure that everybody's aware of the salt content and sugar contents, etc.
Yeah. So at the moment, you've got the barcode, which is purely there for scanning when you get to the till.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
But what I'm saying is, you know, I would have expected maybe, and I'm trying to think of what the value of this is that for it to transition from the traditional barcode that we familiar with to a 2D barcode like this, that a QR code that serves two purposes: one, to scan at the till for the price, and one where you can add additional information into that thing. So, like, I mean, why hasn't a company said, what our products are going to have these QR codes on? One is for it's got the unique barcode number that identifies their product for pricing, and it's also got built-in website address, etc., etc., etc. Like, why haven't they done? Why hasn't that caught on? I don't know. I'm just like,
And on that bombshell,
cheers, bye.
On that bombshell.
I don't know.
I don't know. Am I? I'm just-
Maybe the barcode days are numbered. Maybe there's something else coming.
Look,
Well, I mean,
look,
they've been talking about RF, RF things
RF,
for a long
yeah.
time. Like when you put all your stuff in your trolley and you just walk through a thing and it tells you exactly what the price is of all the items in your trolley.
and it just
But that's
charges you.
actually that's old tech as well. That's
No, I
been
know
around
that's
for
old tech, but I mean, we don't have that in our supermarkets. Our products don't have RF codes on them that allows you to do that. And I mean, I saw that demoed in probably like in the 90s.
Yeah. I know UK has some Amazon stores, right? Where you just basically go in, just pick up the stuff, put it on your trolley, and just walk out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we covered that. Yeah.
Yeah, we've
Number
covered
Have you
of
been?
episodes
Have you
ago.
been like into?
No, well, it opened in London, and I hadn't really been to London.
Okay,
COVID
makes sense.
issues.
that makes sense.
I don't want to go and spend an hour and a half on a train with a mask on. I can't be asked with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What, just to go and test out?
Just to go and go
Dude,
to Amazon
I
store.
am going to test drive an electric car. Get your ass out of your chair.
I'm gonna be sitting in the back.
I'm going to phone ahead and tell him you're not actually interested in buying it.
Dude, you want to hear what the first thing that came out of my mouth is?
What?
When I got there. I said, dude, I want to be upfront with you. I'm not interested in buying an electric car, but I'd like to test drive it. And the guy said, sure.
Are you going to do a podcast on it?
But I said, well, no, but that's the point. Well, and then I told him about the podcast and said, there's a bit of banter between a mate of mine and I. And, I'm just saying that I'm uninspired by an electric car, whatever. I gave him the whole sales pitch, man.
You
It's
did a
all
sales pitch on the
100%
sales
above
guy.
board. Sorry?
You did a sales pitch on
I
the
did a
sales
sales pitch on the sales guy, yeah.
on a car salesman. You are
Yes.
epic, man.
No, but I mean, the thing
There's
is,
no
the
end to
reality
your
is,
skills.
but I mean, the reality is already I've looked at that car and I thought, that's interesting. To the point that I've actually made an effort to go into the dealership to see whether they've got one. And I'm like, I have to admit that I might lean towards it. Like I said to him, you never know. The next car that I buy might be an electric Mini.
Like in about a week's time, you might lean on it as well.
Oh, what lean on the car itself?
There's
No, well, I
nothing under
suppose-
that bonnet. There's a fake grill, and that's it.
Yeah. No, look, dude. I mean, in all reality, and I mean, this is another conversation, but the price is the thing that puts me off.
750k.
Yeah, 750. I mean,
You can get a lot of car for 750.
I can buy myself a brand new Land Cruiser for that
Dude,
price.
you can, yeah.
And that's actually what I want. Is I want a Land Cruiser.
Yeah.
I did a friend of mine works for Land Rover, and I saw him last weekend, and he said, well, second-hand Land Rover market's going through the roof. He said, you can't buy new ones. Well, you can, but the waiting list is now coming up to a year.
What for the
Wow.
new
Because of the
Defender?
short... Yeah,
The
yeah,
new
yeah.
shaped Defender. Yeah.
Yeah. But he said it's pretty much across the range.
Yeah.
All these electronic components, that's the thing they're struggling to get.
Yeah, it's because of the silicone shortage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So second-hand market, well, now's the time. If there's someone who's got a brand new one, buy it because it'll hold its value for a while.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, that's we could go down a rabbit hole on that one.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll keep that for the next episode.
Guys, awesome one. Thank you so much, everyone.
Cool, man. Same time next week.
Real. Well,
Next time?
if you're here, I'll be here.
Yeah.
Are you coming next week, Oleg?
Yeah. But next week, we're going to be streaming from Orlando Towers.
Oh, that's right.